Hello and welcome to Captions Live. I'm Mara, the community manager here at Captions, and I'm joined as always with Eli. We are really excited for today's live stream. We have some updates that we have been waiting to share with you for so long. We just rolled out some highly anticipated, highly requested tools and features this week, and we're dedicating today's live stream to walking you through them, showing you all the new tools and features, and of course leaving time at the end for any questions in the chat. As a quick reminder, since we just added these features in this week, please make sure you're on the most updated version of the app. It should be 10.77.
I'll show you how to do that.
Yes, to access these features. And let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so she mentioned that we should be on the latest version. So just as a reminder, tap on App Store, tap on your profile on the top right, pull down to refresh, and if you see anything under here under Update All, you know that you've got an update. So looks like I need to update my test flight. I'll do that later. Okay, let's open up Captions, and I'm open to the project screen right now. So as Mara alluded to, we released a couple of features that were at the very top of our feature request list, which is awesome. I'm going to show you at the end how to actually request your own features and how to upvote existing features, but the two that I'm going to show you today were at the very top. The first one had over 500 people requesting that we add it. It was a must-do and really easy to demonstrate today. So without further ado, undo and redo. So I'm going to open up a project. We'll just listen and watch for just a few minutes.
I saw this apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this couch, and I love this tiger pillow. These pillows over...
Okay, one of my favorite SNL cast members, Chloe Fineman, and her really cute dog. So as you can see, there's a couple of changes here. So I'm just going to pause here for a moment. So we've got from I guess bottom to top, we've got the bottom navigation, the play button, captions, template, style, scale, everything you see here. Above that is going to be your timeline. So this is a nice refresher. So you can scroll with your finger here. You can tap to make changes like transitions and split clip. And also we snuck in something else about 3 weeks ago, which we never actually even talked about, but there's the left arrow here and the right arrow here, which will jump between segments. So if you do want to basically fast forward through segments, you can hit that forward button. And then above that, you've got the timeline editor. Okay, one more row above is this down arrow and up arrow. This was also just added, so before this last update, you would hit play.
It's apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this couch, and I love this tiger pillow. These pillows over there
are from
There's
actually a lot of new arrows on the screen now that I'm realizing.
Tassels, that's my other thing.
But the ones we were going to talk about today are these undo and redo buttons, which you can see at just above the timeline editor to the right behind that TikTok watermark. So I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to move the captions up. I'm going to change the style color. We're going to make that yellow. We're going to change the scale. We're going to turn on, should we trim? Okay, I'll change spotlight. I'll turn that off. Okay, so we made a couple of changes. So at the bottom right of the screen, this back arrow, you can undo, enable AI Spotlight, undo, frame updated, that's the scale, undo, style and color, undo, captions position. So we're now back to where we started when we first opened this project. So if you've been with us for a long time, you're probably crying with joy. If you just downloaded the app last week, you probably said, well, of course that's there. So I know some of our longtime customers are hopefully really happy for this. So thanks for your patience while we worked on that. But basically anything within the app that you change, including changing the particular word, adding an emoji, anything that you do in Captions, you can undo as well. So a couple notes here. You can undo and redo as often as you like while you have your screen open. As soon as you return back to the project page or you export your project, you'll no longer be able to undo and redo. So
I saw this apricot
that's really
couch
in line with most of the other apps that we've seen, but just a friendly reminder, if you want to undo and redo, you have to do it within your particular session, basically. Did I cover everything?
I think you did.
Okay, yeah.
It's a pretty simple one, but it's an important one.
Yeah, it's there, and It'll be getting added to Mac as well. Don't have a timeline on that, but of course, this is a must-have for all of our platforms. So feature number 1, undo and redo, is complete. Next, this was just below it in terms of number of requests. And if you've seen this new option at the bottom called Keyframes, you may not actually know what it is, but I'm going to explain what it is right now. So until this most recent update, if you moved captions, the captions would stay there for the entirety of the project. So in this case, we now have these captions right over Chloe's face and the dog's face, so that's fairly easy to move around. So we're going to lower it down. You can use 2 fingers to change the size as well. But what if we wanted captions in multiple locations? So we created keyframes. So keyframes is another word for basically animations and is signified by this diamond icon right here. So as I hover over this bright yellow, green diamond, you can see there's an outline of the captions. So the very first keyframe in your video is going to be your starting point. So I'm just going to put that down here. As I get through here, we'll see that we just moved from this shot to this shot. So this is a perfect opportunity to add a keyframe. So I'm going to add a keyframe here. I'll come back to this animation curve in a moment. I'm going to tap on instant, and then I'm going to use my finger to drag this caption to the top of the screen. And so what we're going to see if we play this back is captions at the bottom.
I saw this apricot couch and I had to have
captions
it.
at the top.
Nice.
So again, if you've been with us for a long time, hopefully this is music to your ears. So now that we've added at least 1 keyframe, we can add more. And again, that's signified by this diamond shape. If we want to come back here.
Oop, now it's blocking her face. So.
Exactly. So let's add a keyframe. Now instead of instant, we're going to do ease or linear. You can actually change how quickly it moves. So this might look a little strange, but I'm going to move it back here. Which one did I do? Okay, you can edit it as well. Yep, I'm going to do ease. So actually this is kind of interesting. And the reason that we call it keyframes and animation is for this reason. So in the beginning, bottom, and then top, and then you'll see what happens for the second keyframe.
I saw this apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this.
So not only can you just place a caption in a particular location, you can choose how it's animated, and we have basically 3 choices. The instant, which I showed before, or we have, I think we chose ease or linear. So those are basically just different acceleration methods, and you can see that it's signified with these dots here. So let's look at that one more time. I'll do it full screen, and let's see that.
I saw this apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this couch.
Okay, pretty cool. So now that you've added at least 1 keyframe, there's actually a few ways to add keyframes. The way that I showed you by first adding the keyframe and then moving your captions, actually, you can just drag your captions to another location, and you can change the size of captions. It's not just the location. So let's move it over there. It then says, oh, you've just added a keyframe. How would you like that to be applied? And now we've got another keyframe yet again. So let's
I
take
saw
a
this
look.
apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this couch, and I love this tiger
There we
pillow.
go. So not only location, but size, and you also have 3 options on the animation of moving it there. So we're very open to feedback. The early feedback has been really positive, but if you have any suggestions on more animations, how you'd like it to work, anything at all, let us know. I think there's one more way to change the keyframes as well. Even if you're not highlighted in this keyframe section, you can move the caption wherever you like. Keyframes will automatically open, so that'll save you a little bit of time as well. All right, one more time just because it's so fun.
I saw this apricot couch and I had to have it. I just love the color of this couch, and I love this tiger pillow. These pillows over there are...
Okay, there it is, keyframes.
So fun. I also feel like it makes your video a little bit more engaging. Like if I'm watching a TikTok or scrolling through my Instagram, when the captions start moving around or changing locations, I find myself like looking more intently. So
Exactly.
great for that too.
Yeah, I guess I didn't show how to delete all or edit, but you can also edit, as I mentioned. You can change the style, change the location, you can delete it completely. And guess what? I accidentally clicked delete all, undo button.
Woo!
Love it. Love
no
it.
more fear of delete all.
Exactly. No more fear. Awesome. Okay, so that was undo and redo as well as keyframes. So next feature, if you notice the bottom navigation is updated a little bit. You're missing color. Where did the color option go? So from left to right, we've got captions, template, style. Color became style and style became templates, if that makes sense, but let's take a look. So I'm going to click on style, and from here you can adjust the color as well as the style all together. So those two are basically combined, and then templates is brand new. So from here you can change your colors, text color, emphasis color, background color, active word color. Recently a few people have been asking where to find the active word. It's right here below the other 3 color options. And you can still do your AI color scheme, which is really fun. You can type out a prompt and we'll automatically apply a color scheme for you. So that's what color used to look like. If you keep scrolling, then you get into all of your style options. So a lot of people have been asking for this for as long as I've been here, which is about 7 months. And we listened, and now it is combined into both style and color, but we named the bottom nav style.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense. Okay, so now templates is brand new. Again, another request from a lot of people has been adding more options with templates. I'm going to show you what changed here. So number one, all of the templates are now in this location, not with style. And you can scroll through the featured ones, attention grabbing, active, Hormozy, all different options here. We also show you the name as well as how many people have used it. I believe this is in the last 30 days. So 295,000 projects have been created with this particular template. All the way down, we've got a couple dozen here, down to Thuban, which is the least used, but I'm going to use that one now. Give it a little cred there. Okay, so now that I have this open here, I can make some changes to the style and the color. Again, I'm going to change the color to yellow. I'm going to go down and look for the font. I'm going to change the font. I'm going to save this. So suppose I have a couple of clients and each one has a very particular way that they want their captions to look. Now if I go to templates, I can go to custom and click new template. A new template will be created with my current settings within my project. So we have custom template 15, and again, a highly requested feature, you can now rename. So I'm going to call this customer ABC because that's the company that I represent. And now I know that anytime I want to create a project for customer ABC, I can just come back to this template and apply it. And I can have all of my customers or styles saved right here. So the reason that we made it this way is that its own navigation. We are going to add a lot more into templates, now you can do style, color, font, how it all looks, but imagine you can do captions position, you can do watermarks, you can have AI emphasis on or off, you can have AI title on or off. So this will eventually become the place where you can control how your captions look and create a template for more than just the style and color. So this is really just the beginning, but this sets us up in a really great place that we can add a lot to it.
Awesome. It's very, very highly requested.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Awesome. Okay. Before we get into Q&A, I'm just going to mention a few other things that have been added recently that we never announced. So first one being add clip. So this is not available for everyone just yet, but if you need it, send us a message and we can get you on the beta. So if you tap into the timeline, and let's say I wanted to replace this TikTok here, I'm actually going to do a few things. I'm going to tap here. I'm going to split. I'm going to split it right there. And I want to delete that last part. So pretty easy. And once again, if I want to replace it with a different end card, I can tap on split again. I now have a little place here where you can either merge clips, you can add transitions. Oh, in fact, I'm not even on the beta, so I can't even show you this. Should have checked that before. But if you want to add a clip, you can tap on this little icon that lets you add transitions. A new option will appear right next to merge that says add, and you can add your own clip. Most important thing to know is we won't check your clip for speaking, which means we won't add captions to it yet. But if you are looking for that ability to add a clip in the beginning of the video, middle of the video, end of the video, follow the instructions I just did. Look over here, you'll see an add button with a little plus icon. If you don't see it, you can send us a message and we'll add you to the beta, but this should be available by mid next week to almost everyone. So yeah.
Also highly requested, also very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. October is, we're listening to you month.
Yes.
Okay, line break. We made a couple of changes to line breaks, which I think I can show. I think this is out for everyone as well.
I think line break might still be AB, but same thing, if you want it, you can reach out to us and we can help get you on it.
Yes, we heard that the breaks being all the way over here buried wasn't as helpful as it could be. So we actually surfaced that a little bit better. So I guess I got ahead of myself. Maybe this will be next week's video, but we made some changes to line break. They are coming soon. And then, okay, I'll give a little tease of what's to come next. Our third most requested feature was just adding simple text onto your video. That is currently being worked on. I think we're testing it internally next week. So hopefully in 1 to 3 weeks, you'll have access to it as well. So this will just be very simple, adding text on screen wherever you'd like that have nothing to do with the captions that you've actually written. So yeah, excited for you all to see those new features.
Super excited. Let's jump into our Q&A.
Sure, let's do it.
And anyone watching, if you have any questions about things we covered or things we didn't cover, feel free to drop it in the chat and we will cover as much as we can. All right, let's see here. First question we have is from Alvaro Marino. If you have 2 to 3 people talking at the same time, can you create 2+ layers of text?
So I think this is also on our top 5 most requested. If you're doing auto dub, we probably did things a little backwards, but if you're doing a dubbed video, we'll actually designate which speaker is speaking. I might have an example of that. Let me check here. Yeah, so we had this Ken and Barbie video. I put it into Japanese, and I think if you click on auto dub at the bottom left, you can see S1 for speaker 1 and S2 for speaker 2. So we have the ability to do it. We added it for auto dub first, but I believe we are working on the ability to separate speakers, and then you'd be able to apply rules based on the speaker. So in particular, the most common request is like speaker 1 captions being in this location, speaker 2 captions being in this location, or red captions and blue captions and things like that. So I'd say we're working on it. I don't know if we're actively working on it. I'm looking around at our engineers, but we can definitely do it, and it's a good reminder that it's still top of mind. So we'll share it.
Workaround for now, it's not the most ideal, but you can always edit your project, style certain type of captions for one speaker the way you like, delete the others, export your project, re-import, and then re-add the other captions. I know it's a little bit tedious, but it's a little bit of a workaround you can do right now, or you can have multiple sets of captions in different languages if you just export and then re-import.
Yeah. I guess another workaround too is when we launch this manual text. If it's a short video, you probably could get away with just putting your own captions there, but we'll build it the proper way eventually.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. We have a few people excited about keyframes and the auto motion combo. Sebastian likes the templates. James Hicks, thanks for joining, asked us if you can save your own template. We showed it. I think you got that now. Let us know if you have any other questions about that. I don't think I see any other specific questions.
I saw something on Android. I can talk a little bit about the other platform. So Mac is progressing really well. I think since we launched 4 or 5 weeks ago, we've had 10 releases, basically 2 per week. So I'm on my iPhone right now, so I can't show you the Mac app, but we'll do more live streams in the future showing the Mac app. And again, the good news is we're building this for all sorts of desktops. So we've got Mac, PC, web. Right now, only Mac is available, but PC and web are just behind. yeah, I'm not sure else what to say. We have templates. We added templates to it. We have emphasis. We're adding split and trim next week. So we've got a lot coming, and I think, I don't know, it's already October 19th. I can't make any promises, but things are progressing really, really quickly. And we just, yeah.
Dr. Ello in the chat, you said you're waiting for the Mac app. It is in beta, but we can give you access if you want. So if you're in our Discord, you can DM me, or you can reach out to us through our in-app support, and we can help you download the Mac app so you can test it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And then that leaves Android, which I didn't answer actually. We hope we'll have like a alpha version of Android early next year, but I don't think it's going to make it into 2023. But again, just similar to Mac, once we start releasing in beta, it's going to be really quick with updates as well. But hopefully, if you're Android, you'll be able to use it on Mac or PC or web before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see. Iman Adele says, I wish to be able to replace the video after saving it.
Yes. So what I showed before, or tried to show, is that you can replace the clip. We have talked. I think we talked about this last week. I'll send it to the product team. Let them know it's still top of mind. I think that's another top 10 feature request on our Canny page.
And that brings us to our Canny. Let's show them really quick. And just like an important reminder and also a thank you, Eli and I sit down with our teams each week and go through the requests in our Canny feature requests, and we really try to prioritize the ones that are top voted, top commented on. So thank you to everyone that voted and supported undo, redo, and multiple locations of captions and templates. That's thanks to you. So thank you for voting.
Yes.
Thank you for supporting it. We're so glad we were finally able to release them. And any other requests you have, make sure you are voting, commenting, adding them to our feature requests, because we do really go through that and work with our team to make those a priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if you want to give us a feature request or upvote an existing one, tap on that question mark. This opens up our kind of customer support area. You can send us a message, you can view the help center articles, or you can click send us a feature request. And then from here, you can view what's trending, you can look at top, so add text to video, manual captions. We mark this as in progress, which, to let you know, is like we're actively working on it. Reorder, add, and replace clips. That was the last question that was asked, so it's in progress. Next one is export SRT format, another the top requested feature. Not technically in progress yet, but it is around the corner. And then you can just run through here. If you have any new feature requests, you can click this plus. If you want to upvote, tap on this. Upvote 149, 201, 133, whatever you'd like to see. And then once we release it, you'll get an email letting you know that it's updated. So kind of serves two purposes. One, you let us know what's most important. Two, when it's actually built, we notify you, which is really nice.
Awesome. Well, I think that just about covers it today. Thank you everyone for joining us. It was really great to have you all here. Thank you for everyone that asked us a question. If you have any requests for what you'd like us to cover in future live streams, there is a link to a form in the description of the video. So you can click on that and share your request with us, and we can try to cover something in the future. And like Eli said, I think we'll do another Mac update live stream in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. If you have any other questions or anything we didn't cover today, you can message us on Discord, through support. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can.
I thought of one more exciting thing to share. So if you're in the US, you may know that we launched this new app called LipDub, which is super fun. I actually don't even know if I downloaded on this phone. So if you type in LipDub, you'll get this here. So speak any language. So if you're in the US, you can get it right now. So it's only available in the US, but yesterday we just announced that we're going to open it up to more countries. So if you're not in the US, search for it in the App Store, click pre-order, and then as soon as it's available, which should be in the next month or two, it'll automatically download. Apple will send you a push notification. You can do it as well. So this is a precursor to actually the additional step after you do dubbing, right? So I'm speaking in English. I want to speak German. Right now we can add captions in German, dub in German, but of course my lips are not moving the same as the new language. Kind of like those funny kung fu dubbing movies that everyone talks about in the movies. It's always a punchline. So we've come up with a way to basically fix that and manipulate your lips to match that new language. And so LipDub is just that. It's just a fun way to send your friends videos. It's completely free, but that technology will be making it into Captions itself on iPhone. So if you want to test it out and you're in the US, go for it. If you're in another country, hit that pre-order button, and we'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, we're really, really excited about it, and you should test it out. It's so fun seeing yourself and hearing yourself speak another language. It's really cool.
Yes. There's also a few more options other than just languages, and I'll let you discover what those are on your own.
Yes, a few little Easter eggs. So
Yeah.
go find those. Tell us what you think. Cool. Well, we'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks, everyone.